Lavena, you recently won an award for best practice.
Okay.
What was the best practice that they recognised?
Okay. We had to provide evidence in the way of spot checks, supervision forms, how we done our assessments, how we basically provide dignity to a service user in their own home, which involves training, involves ongoing supervision. Basically, the whole of what we do comes into it. We had to provide them with evidence of that. We had to answer 20 questions around dignity, and that's what the evidence was based on. So we provided them with the 20 answers, and the information that we left actually had to correspond to show that we actually did it.
In their own home.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
It means giving them their own independence, giving them control over their own life. A simple thing as to, might have a key safe fitted. It's a simple thing as, if you're going to use a key safe, as you open the door, you call out somebody's name. That's giving them their dignity. It's still giving them that they know you're entering their home. At the end of the day, it's their home. You're a visitor in their home. That's the smallest thing, but retains their dignity.
How has that changed over the years? You would have thought that's something everybody does every single day. How has that changed?
You'd like to think that everybody does it every single day. However, I've worked in care for quite some years, and when I started the care, we didn't even know a support plan. So basically, you was relying on people out there to do what you was asking them to do or not asking them to do. Basically, when I first started, it was just there's a service user and off you go. Obviously, regulations have changed, and rightly so, because people are out there working alone, and it's down to us as an agency to ensure that we spot check and supervise our staff, announced and unannounced, to make sure that they are putting in those good values that you teach them, because you're trusting people out there working, they're alone working. So if we didn't supervise them, I think you could end up with problems. And part of the dignity campaign was that they wanted to see them, and we had to sit a 30-minute interview as well as that and do a presentation. But then they also came along and met with our service users. So they met with the service users without me there, without my staff there, which was great, because that's when they was going to get the true feeling of how, it's all, we asked, do the care workers treat you with dignity and respect? And the answer's hopefully always yes. Sometimes you get no, and obviously we'd investigate that. And if it's a yes, we then ask the question, can you tell me how they do that? Which is about giving them the choice of their clothes, the choice of their lunch, the key safe, the calling out your name, etc. For
the staff, you've mentioned they must need a lot of support in different ways. Are staff also free to, if they see something at the home, and just don't keep it to yourself? Please feel free to express yourself.
We have a whistleblowing policy, safeguarding policies. We on supervision, which is quarterly, we give out the staff have a safeguarding policy on every supervision. They sign to say they've got it, to reiterate the importance of safeguarding. Like I say, we've got a whistleblowing policy, and we encourage our staff to whistleblow if they thought that there was something that wasn't quite right, be it with a service user, their next door neighbours, or somebody up the road, because safeguarding is not just about the people we look after. It's actually about anybody that you deal with on a day-to-day basis.
How do you cope with all the paperwork?
It's extremely hard. However, I think we're just used to it. It's part and parcel of what we do, so we have to do it. And it's detailed logs of everything we do, because obviously we're dealing with vulnerable people. So yes, I can't say that's easy. However, that's part of what we do, and we don't know any different. It's very fast-paced in what we do, but it would be because you're looking after vulnerable people. So.
Forgive my ignorance. Care homes are judged by CQC, but
yep.
Who judges you?
CQC. Yep, we're regulated by CQC. We had an unannounced CQC inspection June 09 it was now, which gave me a 10-minute, is your manager in situ. They stay from 9 o'clock in the morning until this time it was 5:45. I don't know if you know anything about the ratings for CQC. The highest being a 3-star excellent. We gained a 3-star excellent rating on that occasion with no recommendations or requirements.
You must have been delighted.
Absolutely ecstatic, and actually got it for my 40th birthday, which was even better.
But I get the impression that you're not a complacent organisation, that in fact you're always moving forward.
We try to be proactive. We try to be ahead of the game and get things in place ready because of the nature of the people we're looking after. So, yeah.
What about other organisations? Do you learn from other organisations? Do you get opportunities to meet with people, say at conferences or seminars?
Yeah, we work very closely in partnership with the other providers in Thurrock. It's always been like that since we've had the contract in 2006. Got a really close working partnership with Thurrock Council. I sit on the safeguarding board for Thurrock Council. You know, always trying to link in and learn from other people and obviously give good practice. So.
And you get a lot of support from Thurrock Council?
I do, yeah. They've always been there completely, have no problems whatsoever.
We mentioned Thurrock Council. These organisations like Link and the Disability Network, isn't it good to have these organisations with your best interests at heart and supporting you?
Yeah, it's definitely good, and it's also a way of working for future, because with Link, they're involved in lots of different areas of what we do. So I actually sit on the Link meetings as well, just so that we can be involved in anything new that's coming on board, and obviously information from them with regards to where Thurrock are going. So yeah, I mean, that's brilliant. I mean, Link do a fantastic job. I understand their funding's coming to an end. Something's going on there, and I just hope that they carry on, because they do an absolutely fantastic job. I mean, as Link, with the Dignity Awards, it's going to be a yearly occasion, so all the other providers in Thurrock now have been asked to enter for next year's Dignity Award. So we obviously will enter for that award, and the aim of the Dignity Award, I think, was to raise the profile in Thurrock and all other areas, because other authorities will be interested in what they've done, to lead the way so that we get more and more people on board, because obviously dignity is paramount to what we do.